Hi, everybody. Here at Yoga Community. Happy to see everybody today, virtually. Go ahead and close your eyes. Allow the palms to rest face down. Begin to take your attention to your breath. And that doesn't mean you have to fight with anything else your mind is thinking about. Your mind will dart around, it does that. But as often as you remember, bring your attention back to your breath. That may mean it stays there for just a second or two and wanders off again. Another couple of breaths as you allow yourself to come into your practice. Maybe putting all the concerns and thoughts that you have out of your mind. And then slowly opening the eyes. Drop the chin down to the chest, opening up the back of the neck. And just some gentle rolls of the head from side to side and around back, if that's okay for you. It's always funny how much tension we hold in the neck area. Nice. And then back up to sitting. Take the right shin in front of the left and walk the feet away from each other, parallel to each other and the front of the mat. So kind of creep them out a little bit. And then with the hands behind you, fingertips face back, press down and lengthen. Okay. And then take the left arm out to the side. Bring the right arm up. And then take a look down at that left elbow, roll it away from you. You can let it soften. And then bring that right arm over. And I like to really kind of press down with that standing hand. Reach with that right arm. Nice. Slowly bring it back up. And then take that right hand behind you, left hand over to the right knee, sit tall and turn. And come back through center, switch. Left shin in front, feet walk away from each other, fingertips face back, and sit tall. And then right hand out to the side, left arm up. And again, take a look down at that right elbow, kind of swivel it away from you, and bring that left arm over. And the tendency as you come over is to, shorten the distance between your head and that right shoulder. So let that right shoulder keep dropping down away from you. And then slowly bring it back up. Take that left hand behind you, right hand to the knee. Sit tall and turn. Nice. Come back through center and into a downward facing dog. Take a deep bend of both knees. Come onto the balls of the feet. And with a deep bend of the knees, really lengthen through the side body. Right, so feel like that spine gets longer. Keep the right knee bent, start to straighten the left leg, sinking that left heel down. And be there for a breath or two. Nice. Bend the left knee and do the same thing on the right side. Begin to straighten that right leg, sink that right heel down. And then slowly, a couple of times, just sort of pedaling through the legs on your own. Nice. And then 2 straight legs, downward facing dog. Raise the right leg in a 3-legged dog. Keep the hips level. Raise it up. And then shift into a plank. Hold it there for a breath. Press back into a 3-legged dog, right? So working with control here. And then look at that left leg, right? And as you roll that right hip open, see if you can keep that left leg in its downward facing dog position so it doesn't go rolling out. So right leg is up and straight and the hip is open. And then bend the knee and open it a little more. Nice. Keep the knee bent, level the hip, shift back into plank. This time right knee, right upper arm, hips high, arms straight, gaze forward. Shoot the leg back and lower it down. Take a breath here. Left leg up, 3-legged dog. And then shift into plank and hold it. Press back into 3-legged dog, right, with control here. So look at that right leg. Keep it where it is as you open that left hip up, reaching that left leg. Keep the left leg straight. And then bend the left knee, turn. Notice your breath. Keep the knee bent, level the hips again, and shift forward, left knee, left upper arm, hips tall, arms straight. Shoot the leg back, and lower down. Drop the knees, keep the hips over the knees, and just slide the arms all the way out into a half dog. Forehead drops down, forearms reach up. One more breath. Walk the hands back and press back into downward facing dog. Nice. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat, and sweep up with an inhale. Dive down with an exhale. Hands to shins, halfway up, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, another half salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Hands to heart. Again, sweep up with an inhale. Dive down with an exhale. Plant the hands. Right foot back, right knee down. Bring both hands to that left thigh. Get some nice height in the chest. And then keep that right hand on that left knee as you turn to the left and the left arm comes out, reaches out behind you. Turn, turn, turn. And then as you're turning, a little pressure between that right hand and that left knee. And then take that left arm, that left hand, and bring it to the back of that right thigh. And then turn the chest forward. And after you turn the chest forward, right arm reaches up. One more breath. Hands down, plank. Come all the way down. Slide the forearms out. Come into Sphinx. Little pull of the floor, drawing the chest through. Curl the toes under, come into a forearm plank. Look at that right hand. Leave the right elbow where it is. Raise the right hand up. Pivot it halfway into center. And then pivot to the outside edge of that right foot. 2 stacked feet. Left arm reaches all the way up to the ceiling. Press the floor away with that right forearm. Hips come up. One more breath. Back to forearm plank with control. Knees down, Sphinx. And then downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands. Left foot back, left knee down. Start with both hands on that right thigh. And then leave that left hand on that right thigh, right knee, as you turn to the right and extend that right arm out behind you. And again, some pressure there between the left hand and the right knee. Take that right hand, bring it to the back of that left thigh. Turn the chest to face forward. Left arm reaches up. Both hands down, plank. Take a nice breath here. Lower all the way down, come into Sphinx. Extend the chest forward. And then look at that left hand. Raise that left hand up, pivot it halfway into center. Actually, no, forearm plank. First things first. Take a breath in forearm plank and then left hand up, left hand into center, pivot to the outside edge of that left foot and reach that right arm up. It's getting ahead of myself there. Nice, full, steady breaths. One more. Right hand down, forearm plank. Drop the knees, come back into Sphinx. Hands down, downward facing dog. Right leg up, roll the hip open, bend the knee, turn. And then big step forward. Keep that left leg straight in a straight leg lunge. Hands stay down though, and look forward. One more breath. Hands down, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Roll the hip open, bend the knee. And then big step forward, straight leg lunge, hands stay down. Gaze looks forward, chest reaches forward, left thigh sinks down. Right thigh presses up. Downward facing dog. Hop to the front of the mat or step. Sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, right foot back, right knee down, sweep the arms up in a high lunge. Clasp the hands behind you, draw them back. Nice. Left hand on left thigh, right hand comes to that left knee, and then that left thumb, dig it into that hip crease, draw it back as you turn to the left, and then both arms reach out. One more breath. Nice. Come through center, hands down, downward facing dog. Then plank, all the way down to the floor, cobra pose. Any height at this stage. Stay low. And lower back down. Downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands. Left foot back, left knee down. Left hand onto that right knee. Right hand, take the thumb into that right hip crease. Dig down into it. Pull it back as you turn the chest to the right. And then both arms, extend them out. Nice. Hands down. Dog pose. Shift into plank. Lower all the way down. Cobra pose. Elbows in. And downward facing dog. Take a deep bend to the right knee. Come on to the ball of the right foot. Left leg is straight. Left heel pivoted into center. So left leg is straight, left foot's on a diagonal, right foot, you're on the ball of the foot. Right knee is bent. Turn to the left. Come back through center and switch. Left foot onto the ball of the foot, left knee bends, right leg is straight, right heel pivots into center, turn to the right. Nice deep breaths here. And back to dog pose. Right leg up, roll the hip open and bend the knee, press the floor away. Big step forward in between the hands. Keep the left leg straight. And then twist to the right, reach that right arm up. Take that right arm and reach it alongside the ear. And turn the chest a little more. Nice. Bring that right hand down. Drop the left knee. Heel toe that right foot out to the right. And then let that right thigh fall open, taking the foot to the pinky toe edge of the foot. So let the right big toe lift up. Bring the right hand to that right thigh and gently move it away from you. Don't push aggressively. One more breath. Nice. Then let that foot come back down again. Take that left forearm down to the mat. And then let that left knee bend. Bring that left foot up. Right hand comes around, holds the inside edge of the foot. Actually, let's take it to the outside edge, the pinky toe edge of the foot. And then pull the foot away from you. Turn the chest to the right. And again, let that right thigh, that right leg roll out so that you're on the pinky edge of the foot. Couple breaths here. Feel like that left shin moves away from you. That right thigh moves away from you. The chest rolls open. Take one more breath. Nice. Release that left foot. Parallel both arms in front of you. Bring the whole right foot back to the floor. And then furl the back toes under and straighten the leg and get go. One more breath. Nice. Drop the knee, walk the hands back, shift the hips back, and take that right leg back into a three-legged dog. Just sweep it up. Walk the hands a little closer to that standing foot, so shortening up your stride a little bit. Right hip is down, so the hip isn't open, the hips are level. Two strong arms press the floor away. Left hand can play with moving towards that left foot, or maybe it holds the shin or the calf. One more breath. Whoops, you might fall out of it like I just did. Back to dog pose. Left leg up, roll the hip open, bend the knee. And then big step forward with that left foot, right leg stays straight. And then left arm lifts up, twist to the left. Nice. Take that left arm and reach it alongside the ear. And just for a breath or two, turn and reach. Nice. Bring that left hand down. Drop that right knee. Heel toe that left foot out to the left. And then let it roll to the pinky edge of the foot. And just place that left hand on it. And just some gentle opening there. Nice. And then bring that right forearm down in front. Bend the right knee, raise that right foot up. Reach around for the pinky toe side of the foot. And press that foot away from you. Turn the chest to the left. And then you can let that left thigh roll out again to the edge of the foot. Couple of breaths, opening up through that left thigh, pressing that right shin away from you, rolling that left chest armpit area open. One more breath. Release the foot, parallel the forearms in front, furl the back toes under, and take it into gecko. Nice. Drop the right knee down. Walk the hands back. Furl the back toes under. And that left leg comes back into a three-legged dog. Shorten it up just a little bit, just an inch or half inch on the hands. Press away. And then right hand, it maybe plays with coming to that right shin, or it just comes to that right calf and holds on for a breath or two. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, right foot back, right knee down. Sweep the arms up. Palms together, thumbs at heart center. Right elbow over left thigh, turn. Furl the back toes under and straighten the leg. And then spin it up into a high lunge, thumbs at heart center. Left hand, hook that left thumb into the hip crease. Right hand goes to the knee or thigh, turn. Reach that left arm out behind you. Bring it to the back of the right thigh. Right arm reaches up, turn to face forward. Maybe a little smile. Left arm up as well. Hands down, dog pose. Shift into plank. Chaturanga or floor. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, left foot back, left knee down. Sweep the arms up. And then right thumb into right hip crease. No, I'm wrong. Palms together, thumbs at heart center. Left elbow over right thigh, turn. Then furl the back toes under. Straighten the leg. Spin it up into a high lunge. Then right thumb into right hip crease. Left hand onto that right knee or thigh. Turn to the right. Pull that right hip crease back. Right arm comes out behind you. And then right hand to the back of that left thigh. Turn to face forward. Left arm up. One more breath. Right arm up as well. Both hands down, dog pose. Shift into plank. Either chaturanga or another transition, back bend. Nice, downward facing dog. One more breath. Bend the right knee deeply. Left leg is straight. Pivot that left heel into center. Shorten your dog up just a little bit. Lengthen the arms. Reach the hips back. And then really connecting with the ball of that right foot and length of that left arm. Right arm reaches up, threads through for the outside of the left ankle or shin, and you turn to the left. Pull a little bit with that right hand. Let that right elbow bend. One more breath. Back to dog pose. Take a breath here. Deep bend of the left knee. Left ball of the foot presses down. Right leg is straight. Right heel pivots into center. If you need to shorten your dog up a little, do. If you came out of that sort of little shorter dog. Right arm active, strong, pushing away from you. Left hand lifts up, outside of the right ankle or shin, and turn to the right. Back to dog pose. Right leg up, roll the hip open, bend the knee, press the floor away from you. And then big step forward into warrior two. Find your breath. Nice. Come into reverse warrior with an inhale. And then exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose. Long breath. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose, reach. Nice, fluid. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Stay here and breathe. Nice. Both hands down, dog pose. Shift halfway to plank. Take the right hand a little further forward out in front and pivot to the outside edge of that right foot. Inside plank, left arm reaches up. Nice. Left hand down, dog pose. Left leg up. Three-legged dog. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, turn. Big step forward, warrior two. Big step forward with that left foot, warrior two. And then reach out. Come into reverse warrior with an inhale. And then exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reverse warrior, just like you're moving through water. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, warrior two. Stay here. Couple of breaths. Hands down, dog pose. Shift halfway to plank, bring the left hand a little further out in front, pivot to the outside edge of that left foot, reach up with that right arm. Right hand down, dog pose. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, right foot back, right heel in, warrior one. Sweep it up. Clasp the hands behind you, turn the chest forward, reach the arms back, and then hinge forward, humble warrior. Nice. Extend out through the crown of the head, sweep it up, warrior one. Fly the arms back alongside you. Pivot on the ball of that back foot, so you're in a high lunge. And step forward into this modified warrior three, arms flying back. Left hand down, right hand to the hip, roll it open, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Right hand down, square the hips. Step back into a high lunge, sweep the arms up. Hands down, chaturanga or dog pose. If chaturanga, then up dog and down dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands. Left foot back, left heel down, warrior one. Sweep it up. Clasp the hands behind you. Draw the arms back, straighten them. Forward fold, humble warrior. Let the head and neck go. Send out through the crown of the head. Sweep up, warrior one. Fly the arms back. Pivot onto the ball of that back foot. And then warrior three. Chest reaches forward, left thigh reaches up. Right hand down, left hand to the hip. Roll it open and then extend that left arm up. Half moon pose. Left hand down, square the hips. And step back into a high lunge, sweep the arms up. Hands down, dog pose or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Step the right foot forward, parallel both feet, and come into a wide-legged standing forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Nice. And then float the torso up. Bring the hands down right under the shoulders. Look at the right foot. Pick the right toes up and turn that right foot out to the right on a diagonal, about 45 degrees. And then bend that right knee, walk the right hands over, sink into it. And then straighten the leg. And again, bend the knee. And straighten it. One more time, bend the knee. And straighten it. This time we're going to come into a pose, sort of a modified skandasana. Bend that right knee. Look at the left foot. Pick the toes of the left foot up, the ball of the foot, and let that left foot angle out, okay? And then walk the right hands over and sink down towards that right thigh. Use that right arm to press against the inside of the thigh, and the thigh presses back on the inside of the arm. And breathe. And then feel free to stay here for a breath. Some of you are not going to be able to stay here with that right heel down. That's okay. Then let the right heel come up. If it needs to be in that, on the ball of the foot, that's okay. Some of you are going to stay here. Be careful with the body that you've got today. Some of you are going to sink lower and bring the hands into a prayer position. One more breath. Hands down, press up, use your hands. Parallel the feet again, and just for a moment, forward fold. Right, those inner thigh muscles, those adductor muscles, they get tight for most of us. So it doesn't mean anything about you. Probably means you're using them a lot, which is not a bad thing. Hands down right underneath the shoulders. And then look at that left foot. Pick it up, turn it out to the side, and then walk the hands over to the left, bend that left knee. And again, some pressure there between the arm and the thigh. And bring it back, walk it just up for just a moment. Just a couple times, easing into straightening and bending that knee. Bend it again, sink down. And straighten. And this time, as you bend down and you walk the hands over towards it, again, many people are not going to have that left heel on the mat as we do this, and that's okay. Right? You're working with your inner thighs. Pick that right foot up and let it roll a little bit onto the center of the heel. And then as you sink down a little more, you may feel free to lift the hands up. Again, your body. Be wise here. And if so, maybe bring the palms together. Just for a breath. Hands down, push back. And then again, right foot, turn it out in front again, pivot around and step back into downward facing dog. Right leg up, right shin forward for pigeon. Settle that right shin down, wiggle that left leg back. Start with the hands at a 45-degree angle in front of you. And furl the back toes under just for a moment. So the back foot is going to be more of a down dog foot than an up dog foot. And with that, lift the left knee up just a little bit and bring it back a little more. And then unfurl the toes. One more breath. And then come down into it. See if you can keep this really rhythmic, sustaining cadence of breath even here. Another breath or two. And then sit up. Again, bring the hands to that 45-degree angle. Furl the back toes under again. Lift that back knee up just a little bit and urge that left leg back a little more. And then walk the hands in a little closer to you and sit up. Roll onto that right sitting bone. Swing that left leg around. Stand that left foot outside that right thigh. And then left hand behind you and right arm is either going to cross over or you can either hook it around the knee or cross it over. And then envision that low back, how it tends to kind of dump out here. And use that back hand to press down and reintroduce that curve into the low back. One more breath. Nice. Come through center, step back into downward facing dog. Left leg up. Left shin forward, pigeon. And again, we're going to start with the hands at that 45-degree mark. Be here for a couple of breaths. And then furl the back toes under again, that back, sort of that downward facing dog foot instead of the up dog foot. And then pressing down with the ball of the foot, raise that right knee a little bit and draw it further away from you. And then unfurl the toes. And then sink forward and settle into it for a few breaths. And then walk the hands Press the hands down again. Bring them back into that 45-degree angle. And one more time, curl the back toes under. Raise that right knee up a little. Coax it away from you. And then walk the hands in a little closer to you. Press down. Lift the chest up. Roll onto that left sitting bone. Swing that right leg around. Stand that right foot outside that left thigh. Bring the the right hand behind you. Press down. And then left elbow either crosses over or hooks over. Nice. Come through center. And into a little modified boat pose. Knees are bent. Arms reach. Keep your legs just they are, but just take the arms and reach off to the right. Come through center. And the same thing on the left. Reach. And then back through center. Drop the feet. Sit up and extend both legs out in staff pose. Right leg stays extended. Left knee bends. Open that left leg out to the side. Bring the hands behind you for a moment. Find that long spine. Press the back of that right thigh down. Lengthen that right heel away from you. Walk the hands in a little closer. And then Janu Shirshasana, forward fold. Any depth. Long spine, long front body. Another breath or two. Walk it back. And pause for just a moment. And then switch legs. Left leg out in front, right knee bends. Opens up to the side. Again, start with the hands behind you. Just find a lot of length in the spine. And then from there, long front body, forward fold. And then slowly walk it back up. And pause. Nice. Both legs out, staff pose. Bend the knees, roll back down onto your back. Bring the heels right under the knees. And then a couple moving dynamic bridges here. The arms are down by your side, palms face down. And then as we inhale, slowly we lift the hips up, we lift the arms up, we reach the arms back so that at the end of our inhale, the arms reach the floor. And then coming down as you exhale, 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 you peel all the way back. And again, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, down. Nice. Cross the right thigh over the left. Stand into that left foot, lift the hips up, and shift them a little bit over to the right. Reach the arms out to the side, and then let the knees roll to the left. And let them roll as much as they can without that right shoulder having to lift off the floor. Right, so they won't come to the floor without you doing something with that right shoulder, probably. So don't go that far. Keep that right arm extended. Take the left hand, bring it onto that right thigh. And so you're not going to pull or tug, but just some gentle heaviness from that left hand onto that right thigh. Slowly roll back, nice and slow. Uncross that right leg, shift the hips back into center, cross the left thigh over the right, stand into the right foot, lift the hips up, shift them to the left, and let both knees roll to the right. Arms out, outstretched. And again, right, that left shoulder wants to make accommodation so that the knee goes lower. That's a kind of little game between your ego, your shoulder, and your leg. Leave the shoulder where it is. Let the legs just go as far as they go. And then you could take that right hand, gently place it on that left thigh. And again, you're not pushing. You just have just sort of little general sense of weightiness. One more nice breath here. Come back through center, uncross the legs, center the hips again. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side, just a little Shavasana. I know those of you that squirm around in Shavasana, now I can't see you. You're going to jump up and go do something. See if you can stay here for a minute. Stretch the legs out. Lay the arms down. A minute is not very long. Settle down. And then without moving, take a few deep conscious breaths and register the experience of being in your body. And then bend the knees and slowly roll onto your side. And press up to a seated position. Close the eyes or keep them closed if you're comfortable doing so. Take a few nice breaths. Breathe with a sense of generosity to yourself. Join the palms together, thumbs at heart center. Give a little bow of your head to your heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. I will see you next week, I hope. Bye.